right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And along with me is my other fabulous co-host and your other guide, Val, from Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling. Hello, Val.
Hello, Marina. It's so good to be here, as always. I look forward to it each week.
I know. It is so much fun. And thank you all for joining us for Messages for Lightworkers, episode 148.
Wow, we're almost to 150.
I know.
Holy cow.
I know. We hit 150 the end of the month, October 30th.
That's a lot of shows in the can.
It is.
It's the old saying goes for film.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So just quickly, hello, Edward. Nice to see you here. And Viviani is here. Charlie C. Sage, Juniper Vale, Suzanne. Hello, Suzanne. And those of you that are kind of, hey, Dawn, nice to see you. And for those of you that are sitting back and just listening, that's all right. You're allowed to do that. You can lurk away. Lurk away. And hello, Janet Jackson. So what have you got coming up? I know you got some great things.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow I'll be on with the Cool Crone. We're going to do readings, personal readings for everyone. And so be there at 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time. I'm looking forward to that. And I have classes coming up. So if you want to rush, Saturday is the Akashic Record reading class where you learn how to go into the records and read for yourself and others. You can sign up for that at dragonflycrystals.store. Plus, there is also coming up the meditation class and psychic mediumship class. You can sign up for those on dragonflycrystals.store as well.
Excellent.
So, and don't forget, you can still sign up for the Arthur and Val Las Vegas event, November 2nd. Take a chance. Come to Las Vegas and hang out.
Yes, absolutely. I think that feels to me like it is going to be a powerful get together. I mean, if you can take the energy that is produced, like on a YouTube channel.
Yes.
And imagine that being in person.
Exactly. I mean, it is amazing. Just in a Zoom, the Val and Arthur event on Zoom is just phenomenal. It's 12 of us, including Arthur and I. And that number, for some reason, the synergy and the energy that happens, I mean, there's activations, there's all kinds of things going on, and everybody walks away completely changed, even though it was a 10-minute reading for each person.
Exactly.
Everyone got so much more out of it. Yeah, it's amazing.
Fabulous.
And the energy of Las Vegas. There are tremendous vortexes and connections of energy here, believe it or not. It has the old Sin City kind of label, but you know what? It's a hotbed of the higher frequencies. That's the interesting thing. There's two sides of the coin, and really, that's what's going to happen again on November 2nd. So if you haven't signed up, hey, you just book a plane, or maybe you're close enough to drive. Say you're in LA, come on. Is it up or down? Come on up.
Yeah. Absolutely. And yet you guys have you're at the Golden Nugget, and you have a deal with the Golden Nugget so that if anyone needs to stay overnight or whatnot.
Yes, they can do it at a discount rate. And, when you step out of the door of the Golden Nugget, you're right there in the Fremont Street Experience, which is a plethora of things to do. Live entertainment, just tons of places to shop and tons of places to eat, lots of entertainment and special games and things that you can do and enjoy yourself tremendously. If you can think of it, they have it there. So
absolutely. Yeah. Don't think of Vegas as, oh, you only go there to gamble. That's just
No,
one of the many things that are
just
available. And if you're not a gambler, yeah, go for that. Go for that good energy.
go for the energy. And
Yeah.
I have lived here for, gosh, how long has it been? Since 2006, I think it
Oh
is.
my.
So, I can speak for the energy here, and it is just unbelievably clear because it's the desert and there's nothing for miles, only you and your energy. Believe
Yes.
it or not, that is really true. So, thank you, Marina. What have you got coming up?
Oh, you're more than welcome. So later on this evening, if you join me at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time, I'm going to be joined by Cleo of Cleo the Seer, and we're going to be doing kitchen table issues. Really look forward to Cleo getting back into the swing of things. So
Yeah.
that is going to be fabulous. And then tomorrow night, I've got Allie coming over for Story in the Cards. And that's, yeah, we
It's always fun.
Always fun. Yeah, it's a tongue-in-cheek look at, the people making the news who, push their way forward and want to be seen and whatnot. So, yeah, you want to be seen, we'll talk about you. Sure. Yeah. We'll throw some of our nastier cards and see what you're all about.
And some of those cards are so great.
They are. They are. Yes.
Yeah.
And on Sunday at noon, my time, I've got Andrew Greggio, who is coming to the channel. And for those of you, you might kind of remember the name, but Andrew has a fabulous skincare line called Andrew and Nikki. Fabulous stuff. More than that, more than just having a skincare line, he has always been spiritual and talented in his own way in terms of the readings and intuition and whatnot. So we're going to focus the discussion on using those gifts and using them to be successful and how you tune into things and so on. So I'm really looking forward to that.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, I'm excited by that.
Yeah, I won't miss that.
And I'll remind you guys to, if you're interested in booking reading with either myself or with Val, because she does personal readings as well. So you can go to her dragonflycrystals.store and book yourself in for a reading, or you go to, here we go,
Marina's HeartCenteredTarot.com.
Yes, absolutely. So go over, take a look, see what's on offer, book yourself in for a reading. This isn't, some people might think that, readings are like parlor tricks. And especially if you look at it only through the lens of what's available on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. These are quick glimpses and quick answers to some of the things that are going on. When you book a personal reading, it's a difference between, going through the drive-through at McDonald's and getting a burger and going into a restaurant and having a fine meal prepared for you.
Yeah, and let me interject here to say I have had a personal reading from Marina, and it's still paying dividends. She gave me such detailed information about things coming forward, and they are coming into fruition. As I go forward in time, more and more of it is coming true. So just realize that you can get a glimpse into what is coming for you, say even in the next 6 months to know.
Yes.
And so that's into the new year that you can get a feel for what is coming forward. And you can make adjustments or work on certain things to enhance it. As you know, the energy is out there getting ready to manifest
Absolutely.
So highly recommend.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a roadmap. You know, it's a difference between telling someone to, you know, go from wherever you live. I want you to drive to Boston,
Yes.
and you haven't got a clue. And if you think on the other side, if you've got Google or Siri, you can say, Siri, how do I get to Boston? And Siri says, okay, take Highway 28 to exit blah, blah, blah. That's a difference. That's a
Yes,
difference. So
absolutely, absolutely. And I have to say, I highly recommend Marina for personal reading. You will absolutely, it's worth every dime. So treat yourself, give
yes.
yourself that, or get a gift, give a gift to someone else.
Yes.
Absolutely. You can get the gift card. It's an e-card, gets delivered immediately to someone you love, and they will receive this and they can book any of the readings that they want and even use it toward classes if that's what they want.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
Absolutely.
that's a fabulous thing to do at Christmas time, and we're nearing that time as
We
well.
are. We are. Very, very much so.
Yeah.
So there we go. There's we've done a little bit of self-promotion, and it's necessary. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to both our channels. And we appreciate your support, because if it wasn't for you guys, you know, this would be a lot more difficult.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely,
So there
absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And hello, Garnet and Liza Field and Maureen D'Amico. Thank you for jumping on. So our topic today, our topic today is effective listening. And now we all learn how to listen. It's just a matter of focusing your intention on listening, not only to what is being said, but to some of the emotion that goes with it, to some of the nonverbal cues, facial expressions, and so on. How you go from having just a conversation with someone versus listening to what they're saying. And that brings, it changes not only the tone of your conversations, but it changes the tone of your relationships when you get
it
into
really does, because when somebody feels heard,
yeah.
like when you can tell energetically if somebody is actually focusing on you and what it is that you're trying to say. And I mean, watching you and listening to you without their own filter,
Yes.
just accepting in what they're saying in a crystal clarity. And some people watch people through they're judging, or they're
Yes.
coloring it with their own perception, or they're thinking, oh, me too, or they're thinking, and all of that, put that away. And what happens when you put that away? You see clearly. So
Yes.
that can be
Exactly.
felt by the person who is speaking, who's sharing, if you listen wholeheartedly. Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that one of the ways that you can sometimes test that if people are really listening is, you know, you walk into your office in the morning and the receptionist says, oh, hi Marina, how are you, without really listening to what you have to say, because they're anticipating you're going to say, oh yeah, I'm fine, thanks, how are
the
you? Oh, I'm great.
anticipation, right? That's one of the anticipation, and
Yes.
already saying it in your mind for yourself what a response will be, kills the
Totally.
focus and listening. Yeah.
Totally. So give it a try. The next time that someone just says, oh hey, how are you, try saying, oh, you know what, I'm not feeling good today. And see how many people will say, oh, that's nice.
They will, and it's happened over and over. It's
Yes.
really true because it's an automatic program response. And how many times have we been in that autopilot?
Yes.
We don't really want to be in autopilot. We want to be in the now moment. So that's one of those things we have to kind of review.
Review. Exactly. Exactly. And I do. Thank you very much, Wayne.
And just if you,
Yeah.
yes, it's really, really true. I have to say, Marina's readings are fabulously detailed and full of insight, not to be missed. So give yourself that treat.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you, Wayne. That is very, very kind of you. Yeah. And hello, Vicki Howell. So some of the things that you can do, and I got this off of the interwebs because it's full of information. Yeah.
That's where I go. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Yes.
We don't have to reinvent the wheel. The information is out there. That's why it's easy to have it all pulled together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hello, Lauren. Nice to see you. So to listen effectively, give the speaker your full attention, avoid interrupting, and use nonverbal cues like eye contact and nodding to show you're engaged. During the conversation, focus on understanding the speaker's intended message without judgment. And after they finish, ask clarifying questions or paraphrase their points to confirm your comprehension. So a lot of times, if you've ever looked up any psychology or taken any psychology courses, that's one of the things that to show that you are engaged in the conversation is they will ask you to paraphrase what the person has said to make sure that for them to validate that you are understanding what is being said. That is a fabulous tool when used effectively.
I just want to interject a funny story because my husband is on the HOA board and he uses that tool. He learned it in effective communication.
Yes.
You speak back to the person after hearing them to acknowledge that you heard what they were saying to you. It is a means of communication for that clarity. Yes. And there's this one person on the board who she gets irate and goes ballistic. I just said that. But she doesn't get that it's she does this all the time. She doesn't like to hear her own words back to her, whether you paraphrase it or not. And it's somebody who's like a AAA personality, and they're just hearing themselves, and they said it, it's done. And they want to move on to the next thing they can talk about first.
Yes.
So in some cases, that doesn't always translate into someone who's speaking and wants you to know, because they're not receiving from you. They're only orating.
Exactly.
So you have to know your speaker and understand that who is actually sharing from their heart and wants you to hear them in that way. Yeah.
Sure. And when you repeat something back to them, and especially in terms of I heard you say, or this is what I heard, is this what you meant?
Yes, especially that sometimes when you're talking to friends or your spouse or family members. That's a really great way to get clarity and not misunderstand and walk away with the misunderstanding.
Yes, exactly. And hurt feelings and all the other stuff that goes goes
Because,
around.
we hear it through our filter.
Yes.
Remember, I talked to you about
Yes.
filter. And in our mind, what they said could have meant something totally different than what they were saying.
Exactly. Exactly. So, when in conversations, that that effective listening can help you not only have, like I said, better conversations, but more meaningful conversations. Because sometimes people want to talk. They're not looking for a solution,
Mm-hmm.
right? And sometimes when we're dealing with, we communicate with men, we have to be very clear in what it is that we're looking for.
Yeah,
Right?
because men try and fix everything.
Yes.
I'm sorry,
That,
men out there, but
yes.
ladies, men are fixers.
Yes.
And so you have to tell them, I'm just sharing. I don't need to be fixed. I'm not asking for a solution. So I love that. You brought that up, Marina, for clarification to someone who's listening why you're having the conversation with them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And when you're looking at the nonverbal cues, when the person is, when they're listening to you, especially, make the eye contact.
Yeah.
And Val and I were saying we do this a lot, nodding.
Yeah, well, I'm a nodder, folks.
I know. It's like, okay, I'm just going to put my head here.
I mean, stop it from nodding. I'm just agreeing because there's so much I agree with. But
yes. Yeah, exactly. And I
it was always my way to acknowledge, oh man, I hear it. And yeah, that's spot on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And sometimes, we forget that when people interrupt us, they're just not fully engaged in the conversation, because sometimes it feels like, I'm telling a story, or I'm saying something, and all of a sudden somebody comes in. They haven't heard everything I've had to say. So, you get the question, or you get the, where they want to tell their story and so on. And it's like, I haven't finished. It's like the waiter you put your fork down and the waiter takes the plate away. It's like, okay.
It's really true. And I'm terrible at that. But I have to say, a lot of times when you're older, not that this is an excuse, but we get this great, we're struck with something in the middle of that. And if we don't say it, we're going to lose it. Well, I guess you need to carry a pen around and write down that great thought that just came to you, because it's really not fair to interrupt someone when they're in their thought process and what is flowing from them, and wait for them to pause, or wait for their conversation to be done, because then you'll have the full time to say what you want to add. Am I good at that? No. I interrupt.
Yeah. Part of the reason that I thought this would be a good topic is because none of us are perfect at it. And we all need to have those little reminders of, how we can make this better. And it works very nicely with what you got for a topic.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It's true. It does. I love that it does interface well with my topic.
Yes.
And
I do want to say that, Maureen, absolutely. Sometimes I just want a hug, and my husband wants to fix me a sandwich.
And you know what I've gotten through? I'm sorry, Marina, I did it again. Go ahead.
No, it's men are geared that way, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? Where when you tell them something that has happened, or that is happening, or whatnot, they naturally want to, not only do they want to protect us, but they also want to be our problem solver. So their mind automatically goes to, okay, identify problem, fix problem. And sometimes we have to tell them, I'm not looking for a solution. I
And,
just need to vent. I just need you to sit there, be quiet, smile at me, and let me vent. And it's funny to watch them as they go, okay, I can do that.
it really is. But what's really funny is Maureen's situation where all she wanted was a hug.
Yep.
You know, when I started, I just tell my husband what I'm looking for. Give me a big hug. I approach him, I say it out, and I'm direct.
Yes.
Men understand the direct approach.
Correct.
And so I say it, what I'm looking for. I say it in the front of the conversation.
Yes.
So that there is no miscommunication, because men, that's how they work. That's how it works for most men.
Yeah.
And so just so you know, Maureen, I walk up, I open my arms, I need my Johnny hug for today.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly. Exactly. Whatever that might be. And if your male partner isn't communicating, then talk to your pets, because they don't talk back. Yes.
That is very true. That is very true.
So now this really does translate with your topic, and I can't wait for you to share it now. This is fabulous.
Yeah, it really does. So I'm tuning into the Guides and Angels this morning for messages for Lightworkers, and I heard the word discover. So, you know, I mean, all of us can figure it out. Discover all the different things in your life, like discover how you, like everything that Marina just said, discover how you listen, discover all those little things. It doesn't mean any of it's negative. It just means that as you open up to explore more of this, you're going to become a deeper listener. You're going to become better heard by others, because you're going to be coming from a deeper place yourself. But it's discovering, looking at all the areas of your life with fresh eyes. Imagine getting up like the Fool in the tarot deck every day, and you're looking at your life, your relationships, your purpose, your body, your home, your creations. Just like today, I was on my website after doing other people's websites and tweaking them, and I go, look at this mess, and look at, I need to redecorate my website. And had I not done all these different websites, I would not have seen it that same way, because I've been looking at it for X amount of years, and it's for beginning stage. And now my life has evolved and my world has evolved, and I need to upgrade it or update it and really revise the whole thing energetically. This is a metaphor for every area of your life. What I'm talking about, your home, your decorations, your wall colors, your all of the above. So imagine that as a metaphor for where you are in your life and how you've moved forward. But you haven't done anything to your home for 10 years. Maybe you don't have a lot of money. Go out and buy some cans of paint. I paint my own house. I paint it myself. I could hire people, but I enjoy it and I want to do it.
Yes.
So
yes,
this will shift your energy. It'll match your energy better, your new colors, your new vibe. Buy some new throw pillows and have them be colors you vibe with. Whatever that is, to shift the energy and bring you more creative flow. So as you're looking at those areas of your life, discovery is really an act of awakening what's already within you. Yes. See, you're already resonating this way. It's been 10 years since you did this, that, or the other thing. So you're already resonating. And it's really whatever has been hidden, those strengths, forgotten dreams, new pathways ready to unfold. How are those going to unfold? They're going to start as you look around your life with fresh eyes, not
Mhm.
seeing the same old thing like me in 3 or 4 years of looking at my website and suddenly I don't see it anymore. It's just a web.
Mhm.
Now I started seeing other people's websites, building them, and I look at my website and go, "Oh, Doctor, heal thyself."
Sprinkle that dust all over what I got.
Fairy dust on my website.
Yeah.
So again, that's just a metaphor for all the areas of our life and an example that I'm using to show you how you see it in front of you, but do you really see it?
Yeah.
Just like Marina's listening. You're listening, but are you really listening?
Yeah.
And if you're speaking over someone or interrupting them, you are ahead of the conversation. You're out of time. This
Yeah.
is the current now moment. If all there is that you're listening to someone sharing, that's all you're doing, period.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
And then when that is over, you, if you see fit to, you can speak. But that is a really important thing I have yet to accomplish, but I'm a work in process. But anyway,
Yes.
so um, you're really going into self-reflection and resonance. It's really all of this is your heart-centered kind of approach to everything in your life. It's
Mhm.
you connecting through that avenue, that creation, that flow, not up here.
Yeah.
Do it from your heart. And really, the kind of things that unfold, uh, not from searching outside of yourself, but from awakening what's already within, is going to come from your heart as you're looking through the lens of your heart at everything around you. This is what I'm asking you to do. Is so really it's key to um, you're not chasing the next thing, but you're allowing new awareness to arise. So it's not like you're out there chasing down a new project or chasing down a new thing that you can bring more energy into your life. You're just looking around yourself in the state of awareness. When you're in that state of awareness and you're really seeing what's in front of you, not driving to work on autopilot and you don't even know what you passed. And
Exactly.
suddenly you're at work and you go, oh, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Get up, have your coffee or tea, look around. What
Mhm.
do you see? What is it that you never noticed before, haven't noticed in a long time? Or you go, what was I thinking when I put that wall color up or whatever? I don't care what it is, your pictures, your artwork, whatever that is, and in any area of your life, whatever project you're doing, allow
Mhm.
yourself to say, what is life showing me here? What wants to be discovered through this? What part of me is awakening in this experience? So the act of discovery transforms the ordinary into the sacred.
Yes.
It does. And even your listening will become sacred listening
Mhm.
when you stay in the moment and you don't interrupt. Maybe I can learn to do that. But, um, and, I have no excuse for it because I know better. It's just that I do get ahead of everything. I
Mhm.
run ahead because my thoughts are processing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, try and stay in the moment. Teach yourself to do that. I'm speaking to myself, folks. So, so the act of discovering, as I said, truly transforms the ordinary into the sacred. That is so true. And the more the universe can reveal just how supported and guided and loved you've always been. As you do this process,
Yes.
it will show to you, as you treat it as sacred, more sacredness will flow to you in profound ways that you never will miss. You won't miss it by how subtle. You won't miss it for any reason. You'll see it. You'll see it. So what I got is connect.
Mm-hmm.
It really is about connecting,
Yes.
healing,
Mm-hmm.
and comfort. So, yes, everything like in your home around you should be resonating and vibrating with you. Your projects, your website, your YouTube channel, whatever you're doing in your life should resonate and be comfortable for you. And what is the fourth card? Soar.
Soar.
This is what happens when you are in that stage. So, really, it's a beautiful example of how we can get up every day like the Fool in the tarot deck and see everything anew. From the minute you get up, try it, or even from now, right now onward, be in this moment. That is not an easy thing, folks.
It is a challenge because there are so many, we have gotten so used to distractions coming at us
Yes.
that I mean, think about it. Before the days of electricity, before the days of cars and whatnot, people were a lot more plugged in because you didn't have your cell phone going off. You didn't have, outdoor noise, indoor noise, all that. We've become so used to it that we don't very often pay attention to it, right? And it becomes part of the effective listening to be able to hear the things that are being said and discovering things that are coming, things that we just take for granted, right? When you drive down the same road and you fail to see what's there until something that is not part of your memory, not part of your discovery, that pops up. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, I almost missed that turnoff because I wasn't paying attention
Exactly.
to what was there in front of me, right? And discovering, we should be looking for those discoveries on a daily basis.
We
What,
really.
yeah,
Oh,
what's
I'm sorry.
up for me today? What's new that I'm going to take a look at? What is that I've been doing, over and over and over again, mindlessly without thinking about it? What happens when I really pay attention to it?
Exactly. And who are you now beyond the versions of yourself you
Mm-hmm.
created to survive or please others? And
Yeah.
many light workers are shedding those layers of identity and realizing this is who I really am. This is what feels aligned now. And what brings you alive? Not what you think you should be doing. That doesn't bring you alive. Shoulds never bring
Yeah.
you alive. This is about what ignites your genuine joy, creativity, and purpose. And the discovery happens when you remember natural passions and allow them to guide your next steps. And that's why going from the heart, what's your heart's desire, is a very true, tried and true way. And also looking at your relationship to love, not your love relationships, but your relationship to love, how you give, how you receive, and what you truly desire in that connection. What are you doing that, having that connection for? And what is that connection
Mm-hmm.
for? I mean, think about that, because you may discover new levels of self-worth that transform every relationship in your field, in your energy field. And also your purpose in this season
Mhm.
Not a single job or role, but the vibration you bring to the world. It may be teaching, healing, creating, nurturing, or anchoring peace. Your unique light is expanding into an octave of expression. Your patterns and beliefs, discovering where fear or limitations still whisper, stay small,
Yeah.
and choosing instead to listen to the soul's voice that says, expand,
Soar.
soar.
Soar. Yeah, that reminds me of a meme that I saw a long time ago, and it has always stuck with me. And it was, I think, a mother bird and a baby bird, and the baby bird is perched on the edge of the nest and kind of looks back and says, "But what if I fall?" And the mama bird said, "Ah, but what if you soar?"
That's right. Exactly.
So, yeah,
I
dude.
mean, some of these things may feel uncomfortable, is what
Mhm,
Marina's saying, or they may be scary because it's a first time, or stretching and expanding can feel a little, oh, you're stepping
mhm.
out of the nest, but do it anyway.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
whole, yeah,
Try
so
it. Just
try it.
discover something that you had, well, yeah, haven't tried before. Okay, if you have a interest in let's say painting, you've always admired someone who is able to to use watercolors. Take a look around and see if there's a class or something that you can take, even for the one day.
A
That
beginner kiddie course, even,
Yeah,
whatever,
yes,
whatever it may be.
discover it, give it a try, see if that is something that might be of interest to you. No one ends their life by saying, "Oh man, yeah, there's a lot of things I shouldn't have done." They always leave with the "I wish I had."
Yes.
I wish
Oh,
I had. So
yeah.
give yourself the opportunity to discover all the things that might be, you might think are a little difficult, you might think are a little challenging right now. Well, give it a try. Give it a try, because um all of us have those talents and abilities that we bring to the table. It's just sometimes we are like the listener who doesn't hear the whole sentence but wants to interrupt. We don't give our talents an opportunity um, to come out and for us to be visible to us or to be visible to others, because the ego steps in and says, "Huh, yeah, right. You think you can do that? Who do you think you are?" So,
Exactly. And that can contract you instead of expand you. So don't let the
yes,
ego, it's as part of us, like the shadow, throw it in the back,
yes,
embrace your shadow, throw the ego in the back seat and say, thank you for your opinion.
yeah,
Phew. And, it really is discovery. Well, first of all, let me say your connection to source, remembering that you are not separate, and
yes,
that divine source flows through your every breath and your
yes,
choices and creations. So when you discover your oneness with that flow, life begins to move with you, not against you, as we've always said. But to discover, this is an important point. To discover is to awaken from autopilot, just like we were saying.
yeah,
You are awakening from the autopilot, folks. It looks again at every part of your life. It's looking again at every part of your life: love, purpose, health, home, spiritual practice, and asking, what is ready to reveal itself to me now? You are not who you were even a month ago. Discovery is the sacred unveiling of your next level of truth, that part of your soul now ready to lead. Now, how many of you said, well, I'm just sitting around and I just don't know what they want me to do next? What they want me to do next? Well, go on discovery mode
Yeah.
and get into that fresh eyes, seeing life in a fresh way, and being in that now moment
Mhm.
of sacredness and see what reveals itself to you. I
Yes.
mean, you might be seeing 3 times, 3 different tarot classes might come in front of you, just like it happened to me. The third time, sign up because that's what they're
Yes.
talking to you. They're saying they're putting it in front of you. It's just the same thing with the guy who's on his roof and his house is underwater and he's only got the roof to stand on and he keeps telling the lifeboat people to go, oh no, I called, God's coming or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I prayed to God. I prayed to God.
So
Yeah.
then he drowns and God says, well, I sent you 3 lifeboats.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, there you go. And interesting. Yeah, good point, Maureen. She says, don't ever tell me I can't do something. I will look at you and say, hold my beer.
I
Absolutely.
also come from
Yeah.
that Aries mentality. My
Yeah.
husband as well. We will show you. If somebody says
And
I
never
can't
do it
do it,
until
I
you
can't
try.
do it. Oh, wait, hold my beer. I'm going to do it.
Yes. Yeah.
We rise to the challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very much so. And that I think that comes um, from being raised in an environment that allows you to take those chances. That
Yeah.
says, okay, you know what? Try it and see what happens.
Yeah.
And not in a, oh, go ahead and see what happens kind of way, but like, honestly, give it a try. Give it a try. The worst thing that could happen is you might fail. Or the other thing that could happen is you will have determined one way not to do what you wanted to do. So you can look at an alternative. You can try something else. That um,
Yeah.
and that brings in that the discovery,
It
right?
does. It does.
You can discover different ways to do things. You can discover that you are capable of much more than you think you are. That the things that are available to you are infinite. The only thing that holds you back is your own perception of what that is.
And doesn't that in some way, I mean, it makes me a little mad actually, and I know I shouldn't be mad, but when I think about your potential is infinite.
Yes.
What is this limitation governor you put on yourself? And why, in some way, do you feel like you can't do everything?
Yes.
Well, you can do everything.
Yes.
You really, really, really can. And it's just a matter of stepping into the unknown and going ahead with it. And even
Moving
some of
forward
the
in faith.
yes,
I'm going to give this a try.
yes.
Let's see what happens. What happens if I do this and this and this? What happens if I use these paint colors?
There are 89-year-old women who have gone to college and
Yes.
gotten, degrees or PhDs or, masters or PhDs.
Yes.
And, it was never too late. They did it and felt good about it. So,
Exactly. Yeah. Look at what was it, the Grandma Moses,
yeah,
who started painting
yes,
in her 60s.
there you go. Age isn't anything anymore.
No.
And as CRISPR technology and other things are coming forward for cellular regeneration, I really know our lives are going to be extended tremendously. So our age group is being called onto the stage of life and be here for everyone, for ourselves and everyone.
Yes.
And I know you all feel the call. And so, yeah, rise to the occasion in all the ways you can, even things you think, well, how can I do that? You can, you will. And you're gonna look back in 5 years even, and you'll go, who was that other person? You're gonna have evolved so much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It will be shocking.
it will be shocking,
You can say,
literally.
oh, Why did I think that? Why did I think I couldn't do that? Why did I remember when my son and I moved from Nova Scotia back to Calgary, and I was divorced, newly divorced, single parent, and I am making a cross-country move. I
That's
loaded
huge.
up my car,
Oh my God.
and yeah, and off we go. And I had countless people say, "Are you sure you're going to be okay? That's a long way to drive. Are you sure you
Like
can
you
do?"
can't drive. Like you are incapable, though.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah. And my thought was, well, you know what? I'm going to drive as far as I can today. And if that's only a couple towns away, that's fine. That's fine. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to get in the car again, and I'm going to drive as far as I think I can.
I love that. Taking it by little bites and
Little,
say,
little by
one
little.
step in front of the other, and you're going to accomplish it. And look at,
Yeah.
I mean, if you hadn't taken that step, you'd
Yes.
still be in an old situation that wasn't serving you any longer. So
Yes.
taking the step and moving forward is brave. It's the brave new you. And you are merging like out of a cocoon into your own life as you're going through
Yes.
all of these processes. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. It's discovery. It's discovery. It, what could I have honestly said if someone asked me before I made that trip, are you, are do you think you're capable of driving across country? I don't know, but I'm going to give it a try. And we're going to see what happens.
I love
And, and whenever you do that, those are little milestones that you can celebrate, that
Yeah.
you can, little achievements that, well, not only are they personal achievements, but they go back into your memory. And you can, when you're feeling that you can't do something, remember, well, you know what? I didn't think I could do that either, but I did. And then I didn't remember that I could do that, but I did.
I love that.
Right?
I love that. And that's right. It's so true. And
Yeah.
you really, it's taking the governor off yourself so that you can do the infinite. And I love, Marina, you taking it by little sound bites, by little, I'm gonna get up today and I'm gonna drive as far as I can. You're not overwhelming yourself or
Yes.
overstating how far you can actually
Yes.
drive and keep awake and all of that. You're just going to get up and drive. It means you're moving from spirit and you're just going to do what's in front of you right
Yes.
in this now moment.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Absolutely. And this isn't something, this doesn't make me special.
No.
It just makes me someone who gave into that discovery maybe sooner than others did. It doesn't mean you can't, right? It's never, ever, ever too late to start something. Never.
Never is. Never is.
Yeah.
So.
And the rewards of living a happy, joyful life are so much more powerful than being that passive listener, that passive person who doesn't want to discover anything. They're just quite happy with the way things are. I don't need anything new. I don't want to learn anything new. I don't want to do anything new. And yet those are the same people who say, oh, life is so boring.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I can't wait to die because there's nothing in my life to
Oh
live.
my gosh. And those of us with an adventurous soul, we need change. We crave the new, whether that's changing the color of the paint on your walls in your home or whatever that is, revising things in your life in a way that suits your energy.
Yes.
This is a natural evolution of things that are going to happen for you now if they aren't already. You're just going to be drawn to it, doing it. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Vicki Howells. I went to floral design school when my first husband died. I was 42.
Yeah.
Something I loved and wanted to do. If something interests me, I go for it.
Oh, I think that is commendable and exactly
Yes.
what we're talking about. It
Yes.
doesn't mean that you need to use it as in your life, but
Yes.
if it's something that's exciting about you, about it, and you've always wanted to do it, then there is a reason why you're doing it, and it'll be a
Yes.
tool in your tool belt in some way. That
Yes.
design feature of floral design will come into play for you.
Yeah.
It always does. All of the things that we are drawn to are meant to be there as some foundation of what we
Yes.
have to offer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, is we're getting close to the top of the hour. And so I want to start, kind of closing this down in a way. But if you're ready to discover something new every day, look for that new discovery. You will find that not only are you going to be able to find more discoveries, but it's also going to enhance your relationships, and it's going to change a lot of things in your life, including how you communicate, including the things that you're sharing with others, how you interact with them, how you are listening to them, and how they are listening to you. So this is, I think that the two things go together so well, that don't ever be afraid to try something. You might like it. Hey, Mikey, he likes it. Remember that commercial?
I do. I do.
Give it to Mikey.
It was Life cereal back in the
Yes,
day.
yes, absolutely. And I'm, yeah, I've always been of the opinion that I should try everything once. If I don't like it, I don't have to do it again.
Exactly. Well, that's another way to expose yourself, to expand yourself to
Yes.
what is available. And from that smorgasbord, you can find out what it is you do enjoy and,
Yes.
and do more of that. So
Yes.
if you need to be in discovery mode and try out these different things, nothing is stopping you at all.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do a paid tarot class, for instance, there are a gazillion free ones on YouTube.
Yes.
And I bet there's a lot of free ones, free whatevers on YouTube if you Google it for
Yes.
whatever it is. So money is not necessary in many of these things we're talking about. So
Yes. Yeah. Don't ever let that hold you back.
yeah.
Set your intention. Say, this is what I want to do. The universe will provide, because I am abundant in all areas of my life. And see if all of a sudden that $20 fee doesn't show up in a winter jacket, or
Yeah.
someone sends you a birthday card and puts a $20 bill in it. It
Yes.
always works out. So remember that, you guys. And thank you for being here with us. Thank you for sharing part of your afternoon. And Val, a pleasure as always.
It was a pleasure. I enjoyed it so much, and I thought this was a great conversation. Like people in the chat have said,
Yes.
it's something that I needed to hear.
Yes. We all do. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. We're all, works in progress. As long as we move forward and make little baby steps in the right direction every day, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So thank you all. Next week, we're going to be on Val's channel. And for episode 149. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And check out Val at dragonflycrystals.store and marinasheartcentertarot.com. So,
There you go, everyone.
yep. And we will leave you with that, and have a super fabulous rest of your day. Bye for now.